So really drop into the back body. Hey. And as you take this time to settle, it can be helpful to have a sense of the physical body. The contact underneath the back of the head. And the shoulder blades. And the spine in contact with the ground. And the sacrum. And contact between the soles of your feet and your mat. So all the busyness in the head, when we arrive for our practice, attending to this and attending to that, we just do our best to leave that to one side for the duration of this session. And we have that sense of our physical body, and that sense of self. And this semi-supine position naturally restores energy. So we have that feeling of dropping into the back body. Feeling the support of the earth underneath us. And just taking some time to allow the muscles to soften. We soften the mind, let go of any striving, judgment, comparison. And as the mind softens, the muscles naturally begin to soften. The eyes lightly closed, so we begin to take our awareness inwards. And it's said that all change happens from within. Noticing how we feel. Just allowing everything to settle. And then bringing the awareness to the breath. Notice how you're breathing. The breath tells us a lot about what's going on in the body. We'll start with some releasing breaths to release the charge from the nerves, from the muscles. When we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, it's a hey, you're kind of sighing the breath out. Ah. Oh, and this lovely quality of the out breath. Yeah, this invitation to release and let go. all the many layers, knowingly and unknowingly built up. In the chest. Hey. From the belly. Diaphragm. Solar plexus. Just letting it all go. And then bringing the hands, the palms down onto the lower belly, just either side of the navel. And begin to invite the breath down into this area. Just take some time to notice the breath here. You're absorbed in the breath. The rising of the belly as you breathe in. And the dropping back of the belly as you breathe out. Calming and soothing the nervous system. Stabilizing the mind. And maybe including the Ujjayi control at the throat. We close the back of the throat slightly. The tongue sitting on the roof of the mouth. We sometimes refer to this breath as the ocean breath. It reminds us of the sound of the ocean in the throat. The back of the throat is restricted, the breath slows down. And the ocean breath impacts the vagus nerve, which again has a relieving sense in the nervous system. A slightly longer out breath, that leaning into the out breath. This solar plexus, this area of the navel, is our main energy center. So when we breathe in this way, there's a feeling of being centered. But there's also a build-up of fire, Agni, in this area. As if you're stoking the fire. A slightly longer out breath as the navel drops back towards the spine. It's like a kind of natural pelvic tilt. Creating energy for your practice. There's fire in the belly. Let's take one more breath in this way. And then release the hands down beside you. And return to your natural breath. And then slowly raise the arms up, spread the fingers, work into the fingers as you take the arms back overhead. Interlace the fingers and turn the palms away from you. And then from the belly, extend one leg long and then the opposite leg long. Point the toes towards your head and away from your head. Hey, and again breathing out any tightness or restriction from the nerves. Opening up the body. Spread the toes. Long out breath, creating space for the breath. Hey. And then when you return the arms back down beside you, bring the right knee in towards the chest. Left knee in towards the chest, into Uttanasana. And again, lean into the out breath to release the lower back. And just feel the weight of the thighs as they come closer in towards the belly. And there's a sense of softening. The arms, the shoulders, the lower back. And then we'll do a little bit of work into the hips. So place the left foot on the mat, keep the leg bent, and both hands on the right knee, one hand on top of the other. Begin to make small circular movements into the right hip. And just notice how that right hip responds. The hands very lightly, no gripping with the hands. And then the other way. Small circular movements into that right hip. Let's take one more breath in this way. And then plant the right foot down. And bring the left knee in. Both hands on the left knee. And again, that gentle circular movement. Wake up the left hip. Also involving the belly. So again, there's that waking up of the belly. Other way. Oiling the hip joint. One more round. And then plant the left foot down. Return the arms down beside you. Take a breath into the belly and out from the belly. And then we'll take that a little further. So bring the right knee in towards you, allowing the left leg to be long. And this time the circular movement will take the knee from one hand to the other. So we start with the right knee in towards the chest, release the left hand, take the right knee out to the right side in the right hand, move it away from you, and then take it across the body to the left hand, the outside of the right knee, and then bring that knee back in towards you. So it comes out to the side and away, across the body, and the left hand guides it back in towards the chest, and then out to the side again. So nice big circular movements into the right hip. The right hip comes up as you take the knee over. Let's take one more round in this way. And in the other direction, use the left hand to take the right knee to the left side and away from you. And then over to the right side and back in towards the chest. Large circular movements. One round in this way. And then when you bring the knee back in towards you, come into a twist, but come into it very gradually. So the right palm comes a little away from the body with the hand down, the right foot onto the left leg, the left hand on the outside of the right knee, and a gradual process of taking the knee across the body, down towards the left side. And take the breath into the right buttock, breathing into the right buttock, breathing out from the right buttock. And again, we're leaning into the out breath to encourage the right knee down towards the ground. Root down through the right hand. Let's take one more breath here together. And come back into the center. Give that right knee a hug. Release the right leg down. And shake the legs out. Drum the backs of the knees. And pause. And then the left side, bring the left knee in. And again, we're taking it out to the side into the left hand and away from you. And then over the body. The right hand takes it across, back into the chest, out to the side, away from you, and across. And noticing how the left hip responds. And then the opposite direction. One more round in this way. And then into that twist, place the left foot on the right leg, left palm down. And this gradual process, breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Maybe the left ear drops down. Rotating through the spine as you encourage the knee down towards the right side. The left hip comes up. Hey, breathe out. These lovely twists, creating fire in the belly, but also detoxing the body. Let's take one more breath here. And then return back into the center. Give the left knee a hug. Extend the left leg long. And again, just drum the backs of the knees. Shake the backs of the legs out. Just pause here. Inhaling deeply into the belly. And exhaling. Exhaling completely. Okay. So letting go as you breathe out. And then returning to Uttanasana, bring the right knee in, bring the left knee in to meet it. Inhale, take both arms back, raise both legs up, pause here. Breathe out through the mouth into Uttanasana. Twice more in this way. Inhale, extend, open, pause. Inhale from the belly, extend and open. And then keeping the knees where they are, clasp the hands underneath the back of the head. Bring the thighs towards you. And slowly extend the legs up, as if you're planting the feet on the ceiling. Back of the waist down, tailbone down. And then take the right leg behind the back of the left leg and release the right hand. And on an inhalation, bring the hand towards the right toe. Engage in the belly and return. Inhale up and return. Inhale up and return. Once more. And then change hands. Take the left leg behind. Inhale up, working across the body. Inhale up. Feel the belly become involved here. One more round. And then when you return, unfurl the legs, return back into Uttanasana. Keep the back of the neck long, chin drawn in. Then a gentle roll from side to side. Hey. And then take the hands through the center, separate the legs, hold the lower legs, arms down beside the body. Notice that tendency to grip with the hands, so the hands nice and loosely on the lower legs. Breathe into the belly and out from the belly. And as you breathe out, just allow any gripping in the hips. Just allow the legs to soften and open. Let's take one more breath here. And then take the hands behind the backs of the knees. And again, separate the knees. And you can either remain here or come into stirrup posture, where you raise the lower legs and hold the outside edges of the feet. So the soles of the feet face uppermost. Again, soften the shoulders and the arms. Again, that sense of opening. Drop into the back body. Keep the fire in the belly. Take one more breath here. And when you've completed, release the feet, return to Uttanasana, and then separate the feet and the knees come together. And just pause there to counterpose that opening. So the feet are wide, wider than the hips, and the knees come together. And then keeping the feet nice and wide for our spinal twist. Separate the knees and bring them over the feet, and then take the arms out to shoulder level. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, take both knees to one side. Inhale, center. And exhale to the opposite side. As you breathe out, encouraging the knees down. The opposite hip begins to lift up. So again, you've got that sense of release through the belly. As you breathe out, the knees drop down. Root down through the upper body, the shoulders, the hands. Let's take one more round in this way. And then when you return back into the center, Bring the feet together, the knees together. And then inhale, exhale. Both knees to one side, inner thighs together, inner ankles together. So the feet are on the ground, you're just rolling over the feet from side to side. Long out breath. Again, you've got this lovely detox from the belly as you take the knees from side to side. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you return back to the center, return the arms back down beside you and separate the feet. And just pause there. Drop into the back body. Good. Now to counterpose that twist, we're going to work with the version of the bridge where we come up into the bridge and take the arms, both arms back overhead. And when we breathe out, the head and the knees come together. But see if you can include the Ujjayi control at the throat here. So prepare for your bridge. No socks for the bridge because of the grip on the mat. The ankles underneath the knees separate. Arms down beside you. So you give to the feet. Inhale, come up into the bridge. Take both arms up, back overhead. And there's a sense of pausing there. And then exhale. Either hug the knees in towards the chest, or a stronger version, the arms come down beside you onto the ground. And the belly brings the head and the knees together. So just work in a way that feels right for you. Inhale, come up into the bridge, lift open the heart. Exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest at the end of the out breath. Head comes up to the knees at the end of the exhale. Giving to the feet, lift the hips. It's kind of like a natural ujjayi here. Long out breath, decompressing the spine. Head and knees come together, either hugging the knees or the hands come down onto the ground. And feel it. Feel how the spine responds to the breath, responds to this movement. The spine loves to move in this way. Use the ground to develop that backward bend. Long, long out breath, emptying the lungs. All that stale air that builds up in the lungs. Taking the spine in one direction and then the opposite direction. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you've completed that round, bring the knees in towards you. Give the knees a hug. Circle the ankles. Spread the toes. And you can either cross the lower legs and hold the outside edges of the feet. The arms come outside the legs to hold the outside edges. So put the lower legs across. Okay. And then release the feet down. And pause. And take some breaths. And then, if you're able to, we're going to roll up to come up to sit. So maybe taking the hands behind the backs of the knees and rolling up through the spine as you come up and back. And maybe do that a few times just to get the massage through that spinal column. Again, you're using the belly here. One more round in this way. And then when you come up, sitting on your block or your blanket so that you have a little bit of lift. And we're going to work with Kapalabhati, sometimes referred to as the shining skull breath. We're going to start by opening the chest and just very simply take the arms out to the side, palms facing forward. But without any gripping, without any tightening. And the breath just gently moves in and out of the belly. And the shoulder blades move down the back body. Maybe the Ujjayi breath at the throat. The eyes close down. But let go of any force. Just allow the arms to be expanded. And the struggles with the breath, not with the body. So we keep softening. Okay, let's take one more breath here. And then release the hands down. Kapalabhati. If you're familiar with Kapalabhati, then 60 rounds. Then we hold the breath in, Jalandhara Bandha, Mula Bandha. If you're not familiar with Kapalabhati, then maybe just do 30 rounds. This is where we take the breath in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. But it's a slightly more forceful out breath. And again, we're energizing, we're creating fire in the body. Very good at this time of the year, first thing in the morning, to wake everything up. So it's kind of like a So just work with it in your own time. If you're not familiar, play with it. But what you're looking to achieve is that movement, that downward movement of the diaphragm. You see, it's like a bellows, and you're pressing the breath out. And this downward movement, again, is creating that fire. It's building energy in this solar plexus, this sun center. And then when you've completed, we counter that with a slow in-breath. And then we hold the breath in, chin to chest, draw up through the Mula Bandha, locking the breath in. And then long, slow exhale. And just pause there. Shining skull breath, Kapalabhati. Good. And then bring the legs out in front. Ardha Matsyendrasana. And bring the right leg over the left leg. Root down through the right big toe. Left hand holds the right knee in place. Left leg very active. Palm faces into the center. Inhale, raise the arm up. Follow the hand with the gaze. Take the hand down behind you, drawing that right knee in towards you. As you turn, that gradual process of gazing over the back shoulder. Breathing into the belly and breathing out from the belly. Root down through the back hand, back fingers. Keep the right foot rooted down, hold the right foot rooted down. Notice the tendency to lean backwards. Breathe into the belly and out from the belly. Good, nice upright spine, crown of the head moving up. Good. Take one more breath in. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And then coming out of it the way that you came into it. So the back hand comes up and forward. Release the right leg. Again, drum the backs of the legs. And then the other side, take the left foot over. Use the right hand to draw the left knee into the center. Inhale, raise the arms up, reach up into the fingers. Take the left hand behind you, encourage that knee in. Back hand supports you. If you're working more strong, you're using the elbow to the outside of that knee. Keep dropping the shoulder blades down the back body. Feel the rotation in the spine. Feel that restriction in the belly. So the breath has to work a little bit harder here. Hey, good. Let's take one more breath in this way. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And then release the hand. Again, bring the back hand forward. Release the leg. Again, shake the legs out directly into Paschimottanasana. Inhale the arms up, gaze between the hands. Exhale, look beyond the toes into Paschimottanasana. Leaning into the out breath. Hey, this opportunity to breathe out all that we no longer need. Just let it go, softening into it. Take one more breath in. And then coming out of it the way that we came into it. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, take them out to the side. And to counter pose, and you may choose to come off of your blocks here, plant the hands down, a little way behind the body. Root down through the hands, lift the hips up, strong arms, draw the shoulder blades in towards the back. Chest comes up towards the chin. And then return the spine down. Swing the legs round into Vajrasana, sitting back on the heels in Vajrasana. And begin with the hands, palms down on the thighs. Modify if you need to. Have a sense of moving into the back body. Okay. Lots of space now in the solar plexus. And then we'll do a little bit of work on the shoulders. We take the hands into fists, thumbs on the outside. Bring the elbows together to open up the space between the shoulder blades. And then exhale, draw the shoulder blades in as the arms come to the side body. And maybe the head goes back, so you lift open the chest. Elbows together, round the back body, head comes down toward the arms. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round, elbows together. Inhale, up, open and lift. Collarbones nice and wide. Final time, exhale. Inhale. And then when you bring the hands together, elbows together, lift the elbows. And then return the hands down onto the thighs, this time with the palms facing uppermost, spine nice and upright, crown of the head moving up, shoulder blades again, moving down the back body, and the breath in the belly. Hey. And then sweep the hands forward into your tabletop posture. Your cat. Toenails facing the ground, working to the joints of the fingers. Inhale, drop the belly down. Pause there. Exhale, chinning towards the chest, rounding the back body. If the eyes were open, they'd be looking at the navel at the end of that exhale. Inhale, release the belly, contract the spine. Long out breath. Okay, so the knees are separate slightly. And the spine loves to move in this way, contracting and opening. Get one more round. Then we're going to come into a side opener. So the gaze slightly forward here. Take the right leg back, tuck the toes under, and come onto the ball of that right foot. And just gently encourage the right heel down towards the ground. Now to open up the side of the body, bring the left hand just a little bit forward in line with the shoulder, just in front of the shoulder. And turn, come onto that back right foot and bring the right hand onto the hip. So you're opening up the side body. And then keep the gaze looking directly forward as you raise the right arm up. So in front of you, directly in front of you, forward. Okay. And then lifting up into the top fingers, and maybe the back leg comes up. And breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Okay. And then return the leg, return the hand, come onto all fours. Again, take a cat movement. Just to stabilize and center. And then the other side. The right hand just a little way in front of the shoulder. The left hand comes towards you. The left leg back, tuck the toes under, encourage the heel down. And then sweep that leg around so that the body's in alignment. And then you bring that left hand up, the collarbones come forward. Raise the left arm, you're looking directly ahead. And then shift the weight forward as the back leg comes up. Feel the breath in the belly, out from the belly. Good. And then return the hand, return the leg. And slowly transition from here into your downward dog. So tuck the toes under and come into your downward dog. And just hang out in your downward dog. Soften the right knee, extend into the left heel. Soften the left knee, extend into the right heel. Sometimes called walking your dog. Good. And then drop the knees down, send them nice and wide. Take the buttocks back towards the heels. And just gently allow the arms to soften, forehead comes down. If the head doesn't come all the way down, then place your hands underneath the head. Soften into it. There's a sense of the belly dropping down towards the ground. Then come back onto all fours, bring the knees in. And come up onto the fingertips and bring the right knee through the hands. Tuck the left toes under, take the left leg back. And you can either remain on your fingertips, or if you've got nice long arms, the hands plump down. But again, we're coming into a twist here from the tailbone. So we slowly turn from the tailbone and begin to move up through the spine. And we're gazing over that right shoulder, looking back, maybe looking back towards the back foot. And you're dropping the lower back down so that you get that sense of release in the lower back. Good. And then gently back into the center. And again, transition into your downward dog. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, plant the hands down, come up into your downward dog. Again, hang out in your downward dog. Long out breath, navel comes towards the spine. And then drop down onto your knees and bring the left knee through. Tuck the right toes under with the right leg back. Come up onto your fingertips. Collarbones nice and wide. Root down through the hands. Again, there's a sense of moving into the back body. Slowly from the tailbone, we begin to turn. Keep dropping into the lower body, moving up through the lumbar spine, through the thoracic spine, into the neck. Gradually gazing to look back towards the back foot maybe. Lovely way of releasing the lower back. And then when you return back into the center, again, that transition into downward dog. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, come up into your downward dog. From here, either remain in your downward dog or three-leg dog. Inhale, raise one leg up. Root down through both hands. And then lower. And then the other leg up. And then down. Yeah. And then soften the knees. Come into a squat. Take the knees nice and wide as you walk the hands back towards you. Into your squat. And if you're able to, place the hands on the legs and extend through the right arm as you look over the left shoulder. And really use that right hand to encourage the right knee away from you. And then center, and then the other side. Encourage the left knee away as you gaze over the right shoulder. And then center. And then drop the hands down, soften, heels come down, and come up to stand. And stand nice and tall. Stand in Tadasana. Close the eyes down. Breath in the belly. Take some time to relax the muscles. And we'll start with some shoulder movements to release from the shoulders. So we inhale, shoulders forward, up to the ears, back and down. 3 times in this way, forward, up, back and down. Inhale, lead the shoulders up and exhale back and down. And then the other way, we draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine, forward and down. So from the ground, keep your feet, inhale up, forward and down. One more time, inhale up, squeeze the shoulders and back and down. Interlace the hands at the bottom of the back. Draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine as you raise the arms up and exhale and lower. And again, inhale up and pause, exhale and lower. One more round, inhale, lift, exhale and lower. Shake the hands out. Interlace the hands in front of you, raise the arms up. Lift and open the chest. Again, there's no struggle with the body. Separate the feet for a side bend. Inhale into the belly, exhale to the side. And center, to the side. And center. One more round in this way, exhale. And to the side. And center. Arms moving back behind you. Release the hands down. Step the feet together. And if you're able to, bring the fingers in towards the back body. And come into reverse namaste. So the hands come together, the palms come together, and the chest is lifted and open. If that doesn't work, then just hold the lower arms. Right foot forward, left foot turns out slightly for Parsvottanasana. We're just coming down halfway. Chest lifted and open, hips forward. Inhale, exhale forward. And see if you can keep the legs extended here. And inhale up. Exhale forward. And inhale up. Final round on this side. Exhale forward. And inhale up. Step the feet together. If you need to release the hands, do so, but if you can, keep them there. Left leg forward, right leg back. Forward gaze, back of the neck long, chin drawn in. Inhale, from the hips, exhale forward. Inhale up. With gentle pressure between the hands, exhale forward. And inhale up. Final round. And this time when we come back up, step the feet together, release the hands down again, shake the hands out, and just stand in Tadasana. Allow the hands to relax, shoulders to relax down, but keep that sense of lift and opening in the chest, rooting down through the feet. Okay. We're going to come to Utkatasana, and we're going to use this twice in this session. So let's first of all prepare for Utkatasana. The feet come together, the knees come together, sometimes referred to as the chair posture. So we inhale, bring the arms up beside the ears, the knees come forward, hips go back, Utkatasana. And if you're working more strong, you're looking up between the hands. Or you can have the gaze forward. Feel strong in the legs. Utkatasana. Again, no struggle. Just soften into it. And then deep inhale, come up. Release the arms down beside you. Come forward on your mats for your standing vinyasa. And bring your hands to your heart. And drop the head towards your hands. When you're ready and in your own time, inhale, raise the arms up and pause. Exhale, forward bend all the way down into your forward bend. Let go of the head, inhale halfway, come up halfway, flat back, looking forward. Breathe out through the mouth. Soft knees. Inhale, arms out to the side to bring you up, all the way up. Tilt the head towards the hands and exhale the hands to the heart. So that's one round. So again, allow the breath to lead the movement. And you're feeling it. Exhale all the way down into your forward bend. Inhale. Halfway, flat back, looking forward. Breathing out, emptying out. Deep inhale from the ground. The arms bring you up, all the way up. Arms together, looking up between the hands to the heart. And again, deep inhale. Just work in your own time. Work with your breath. Feel the mind, the body, breath working as one. Feeling it. Feel that emptying out as you breathe out. Feel that energy coming in as you breathe in. From the ground upwards. And let's take one more round in this way. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Halfway, flat back, looking forward. Out through the mouth. Soft knees, arms come out to the side to bring you up, all the way up. And exhale, hands return to the heart. Pause there. And then striding the left leg back. So same vinyasa. Inhale up, all the way up, palms together. Exhale, forward bend, emptying out all the way down. Let go of the head. Inhale halfway, out through the mouth. Plant the hands down, soften the knees, left leg back. Find the ground with the left foot, drop the buttocks, lift and open the chest, looking forward. Looking forward. Good. Little bit of motion backwards and forwards as you bring the back foot to meet the front foot. Leg comes up, step the feet, forward bend, inhale all the way up. Arms bring you up, and exhale, hands return to the heart. Right side, deep inhale. Arms bring you up. Deep exhale, forward bend, all the way down, let go of the head. Inhale, halfway. Out through the mouth. Slowly the right leg emerges back from the belly. Find the ground, drop the buttocks. Lift and open the chest, looking forward. So soften the back knee down. So it doesn't reach the ground, but it softens. Good. And you're always looking to extend the length of that lunge. And again, deep inhale, bring the back leg up, and the back foot comes to meet the front foot. Inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up. And exhale, hands return to the heart. And then with a variation, so again with the left leg. So we inhale up, all the way up. Exhale, forward bend, all the way down into your forward bend. Let go of the head. Inhale halfway. Exhale out. Extend the left leg back. Right foot in just underneath the right knee. Bring the right hand inside the right foot. Plant the left hand and right hand down. Soften the elbows as you look forward. Good. And as you soften, that right knee comes towards the right ear. And you're taking the breath into the right buttock. Good. Let's take one more breath here. And then the right hand comes to the outside of the right foot. And when we come up, we're coming up into Utkatasana. So bring the back foot to meet the front foot. Keep the knees nice and soft. Inhale, arms out to the side. Into Utkatasana. Knees forward, hips back. Utkatasana. Good. Strong legs. Inhale up. And return the hands to the heart. And drop the head. Right side, deep inhale. Deep exhale, forward bend, all the way down, breathing out, letting go. Inhale halfway, flat back, looking forward. Exhale. Slide the right leg back. Bring the left hand inside the left foot. Plant the right hand, left hand down. Soften the elbows to encourage the left knee towards the left ear. Breathing into that left buttock. Let's take one more breath here. And then bring the left hand, frame that left foot, looking forward. Bring the back foot a little bit closer together so you get that little bit of motion. And then the back leg comes up. Step the feet together, bring the feet together, knees together, inner thighs together, into Utkatasana. Drop the buttocks back. Good. Strong legs, soft upper body. And then return the hands to the heart. Stand in Tadasana. Drop the head. To a nice wide stance on your mat, so you can face inwards if you choose to. So nice wide stride. And we'll work with the horse posture. So we turn the feet outwards, and just to become familiar with it, we'll place the hands on the thighs, and just slowly, as you drop the hips down, the knees become wide, and they kind of follow the feet. So find your own stride, the length of your legs will. Yeah, good. And then return. So exhale down, knees nice and wide. And you're dropping into the back body, tendency is for the front body to come forward. And return. This time when the knees come out to the side, allow the arms to come up, as if you're holding two oranges in your hands. Good. And the tailbone, as if there's a weight on the tailbone, and you're looking forward. Good. And then return. And again, inhale. Good. And return. Final time, inhale up. Hold your oranges, lift and open the chest, breathe into the belly, breathe out from the belly. And this time, when you return the legs, place the hands on the back of the hips, on the buttocks, turn the feet forward, slide the hands down the back of the legs, and come into a forward bend, a wide angle forward bend. Hold the elbows. Let the head hang. Good. And then bring the hands down. And we're going to come into plank stretch. So turning towards your front foot. Lift the toes up. So you swing the toes as you turn the feet. Good. Come into plank stretch. And then from here into your downward dog. Into your downward dog. So the hands frame the front foot here. Into your downward dog. From your downward dog, come into plank. Shoulders over wrists, strong back body. Try not to drop the head or the belly. Try not to drop the head or the belly. And the arms are lengthened. The arms are good. So you use the arms here. And then gently drop down onto the belly. Swing the arms down beside you. Turn the head to one side and take some breaths. And feel the breath, feel the movement of the breath in the belly. So from here, to work on the back body, we'll begin with a gentle Sphinx posture. So sweep the right arm forward and the left arm forward, and then begin to just gently draw the elbows towards you as you lift the chest and the head, and the gaze is forward. So the elbows not too far back, bring them forward, bring them forward. This is much more gentler on the lower back. Good. Good. And the toenails facing down. And try to keep the heels nice and active. Try not to allow them to drop out to the side. Keep them nice and active. Good. And just allow that development of that backward bend. If you feel it in your lower back, bring the hands forward. This is meant to be a gentle, Sphinx posture is meant to be a gentle backward bend. Good. So not too far back. Not too far back. Bring them forward. That's it. Good. And then from here, if it feels okay to do so, bring the right heel towards the right buttock. Right heel towards the right buttock, and then lower. And then the left heel towards the left buttock, and lower. Now you can either continue that, or if the lower back allows, bring both heels in towards the buttocks, and gently encourage the head back towards the feet. Point the toes up. Good. So the head goes back, got a lovely sense of opening through the chest. Feel the length through the belly. And then slowly lower the legs down. And a little bit of work on the upper back, just
Just gradually lift the elbows up into Bhujangasana. So the elbows come up, good. Soften the shoulder blades down the back body, Bhujangasana. Good. Again, as though struggle with the body, struggles with the breath. From here, directly into downward dog. So bring the hands towards you, tuck the toes under, and come into your downward dog. And from your downward dog, drop down onto your knees, sweep the arms down beside the body into child pose, and pause and rest. And then slowly come up to prepare for your pranayama practice and for your relaxation. So have everything you need for your relaxation. Sit on a blanket or a block so the spine is slightly lifted. Close the eyes down. So we'll work with Nadi without a count. So bring the right hand up, close the right nostril with the thumb, inhale up through the left nostril to the brow center, close the left nostril, open the right nostril, breathe out through the right nostril. Inhale up through the right to the brow center, close the right nostril, exhale out through the left. And continue to direct the flow of breath in this way. The gaze is soft and inwards. Think about the pauses at the end of the inhale and the end of the exhale. If you were working more strong, you could choose to include the bandhas in these areas. Mula Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, chest to chin Jalandhara Bandha, root lock drawing up through the perineum, Mula Bandha. On the holds, release the bandhas before you proceed to the next stage of your practice. Ujjayi control of the throat, that ocean breath. Soothing and calming the nervous system. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you've completed your round, release your hands and slowly lie down. Let the arms down beside the body, the palms facing uppermost. And the legs long, the feet flopped out to the sides. And just begin to rest effortlessly. Now this relaxation is based on Navishodhana, alternate nostril breath, but none of the body actually physically moves. You're just directing the flow of breath with your mind's eye. And it'll become clearer as we proceed with the practice. So make sure you're nice and comfortable. And then take the breath in through the left nostril, keeping the arms down, up to the brow center, and then breathe out through the right. And then breathe in through the right nostril to the brow center, and then breathe out through the left. So it's one round. And as you continue to breathe in this way, feel that with each out breath, that you're clearing and releasing from that channel. Again, you might choose to use the Ujjayi control, it's your choice. The eyes are relaxed, the hands are relaxed, the feet are relaxed. Long out breath. When you next take the breath out through the left nostril, pause. And then the next stage is to take the breath in through the palm of the left hand, up the left arm to the heart, and then breathe out down the right arm, out through the palm of the right hand. And then inhale into the palm, the right arm to the heart, and exhale, left arm and the palm. And again, as you continue to breathe in this way, feel that you're soothing and relaxing the heart. Clearing the channels to the heart center, Anahata chakra. Let's take one more round in this way. And then the final round is where we visualize the breath coming up through the sole of the left foot, up the leg to the belly. And then breathing out all the way down the right leg out through the sole of the right foot. Inhale up, right leg to the belly, and exhale out down the left leg and the sole of the left foot. And feel the belly and all the organs of the belly relax and settle as you breathe in this way. One more round. And when you return to your natural breath, sense of lightness, like a cloud, it's floating above the level of thoughts, level of emotions. Safe. With this sense of lightness. Just allowing yourself to rest in an awareness. Peaceful and calm as you rest. And beginning to start to slowly return back. And starting to wiggle fingers and toes and maybe circling the wrists, circling the feet, breathing a little bit more deeply. And when the eyes are opening and it feels right to do so, just gradually rolling onto your side and taking some breaths on your side. And then gradually coming up to sit. Namaste.